Hey everybody, this is Deathbat, Paul Bishop coming to you live. I am actually here today with the rest of the team in Portland, Oregon. I have actually traveled from Indiana, United States. If you guys, most of you guys know me from that area. Kind of parted ways from Joey Ayola. Joey Ayola was my other camera guy. I'm hoping to continue working with him so we can continue, doing things for the team. But that is pretty much further to be seen. Until we can cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway, guys, I would like to introduce you to our new Deathbat Paranormal team. Our actual director in person. As you guys seen, when I had arrived in Portland, Oregon, I introduced you to our new editor and director, Ruby Schultz Mills. I'm going to introduce you guys to the team now. So you guys see? This is Ruby. This is our editor and director of Deathbat Paranormal. This is her dog, Cooper. Her dog senses things, and it's able to kind of tell when spirits are close or by. So her dog is a service dog, and she brings it with her wherever she goes. But this is our editor and director. She is the brains of this operation. This is Linda. Linda is a lead investigator. She is one of our newest members. She is actually here to kind of assist us. And as you guys know, not all of us all the time will be able to, we have work, we have lives, we have things going on outside, so every now and then, some of these investigators you see will be appointed to do certain duties whenever some of us aren't around, including myself. So some of these guys are just kind of, they will fill in. And this is an assistant. This is Richie Lopez. I forgot to say Linda Lopez too. These two are a couple. Very, very cool people. They're both, from what I understand, metalheads, right, guys?
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Who's your favorite metal band?
Slayer, hands down.
Slayer. What about you?
I am torn between a Dark Halo and Holy Grail.
What's behind the Irish shirt that you're wearing? I noticed you got an Irish shirt on today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's pretty cool. You got an obituary on over here.
Oh yeah.
So, guys, what has pretty much opened your eyes to the paranormal investigation, and what makes you want to be an investigator? Richie, I understand that you're one of our special guests for today, but you're also a camera guy.
Yes.
From what I understand, are you observing the team today?
A little bit, yeah. The thing about paranormal investigating is I've had a few experiences myself, and it's something I want to actually investigate, and it's a cool experience. I've never done something like this before, so it's definitely a new experience for me.
What are you looking to gain from today's investigation on observatory and cameraman?
I just want to know. I just want to know what's out there.
What's out there? You had mentioned something about cryptids. Can you explain to everybody that don't know what a cryptid is, kind of what it is and what it?
Okay, so one of the things I am a little bit knowledgeable about is cryptozoology. I'm not an expert, but I've read up on cryptozoology. And cryptids, they can range anything from like Bigfoot or the Chupacabra, notable examples.
Gotcha.
The region we're in right now is prime area for cryptids, and I think cryptids are a fascinating subject, an animal that's yet to be discovered.
Absolutely. Oh, you're fine, man.
Sorry, but
Like gravity.
I think it'd be a fascinating thing to look into, at some point.
Absolutely. Linda Lopez, what do you look to gain from paranormal investigation, and what has drove your motive to want to be a paranormal investigator? What really tugged at your feathers?
What really tugged at my feathers was the first time I saw my dead sister in a dream.
Oh my, did it actually really happen?
It did.
So it was more like a psychic kind of premonition that you had there.
In a way it was, because she had told me to wake up just a minute before my mom came into my bedroom to tell me that I actually did have another sister, but she died when she was a baby from malnutrition.
Oh my, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. To both of y'all that are standing here with us, welcome to the team. I hope that you get the answers that you're looking for with us today. And I hope that you actually stay with us, because this is a very, very good team, and we're glad to have you here. So, thank you. So, Ruby Schultz Mills. This is our editor and director, the brains behind the operations. Ruby has been in the paranormal field for over 15 years. She's been doing this for a very long time. Ruby, can you tell us what drove you to the paranormal? What is the thing that pulled at your feathers that made you realize paranormal is real and you need to investigate?
Well, actually, I grew up with it.
Really?
Yeah. Ever since I could remember, my mom actually one time told me when I was a little baby, she had like one of those really fancy wooden pictures, and one was Jesus Christ. And she laid me down to take a nap, but, you know, like, not even 5 minutes later, she heard me, like, you know, baby talking and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then she went into the room, and when she looked in the picture, the face was not Jesus Christ, it was my great-grandfather who died before I was born.
Oh, my.
Yeah. And apparently I was talking to him
without even knowing. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And then ever since then, I just, like, always been around the paranormal.
So is it kind of safe to say that you do have some psychic tendencies?
Well, it's more like on the situation, you know, how some people experience death, they like all of a sudden like their veil to the other side.
Absolutely.
Not fully been closed.
Yes.
Well, when I was born, I died twice. So.
Wow.
My mom always believed that the veil never was closed.
It's amazing that you made it.
Yeah. I'm still kicking.
Wow, wow. So I just want to let you guys know, to all you guys that know Seth and Corbin, Seth, and on behalf of Deathbat Paranormal team and everybody here, we want to say hello. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
So, Ruby, so pretty much just, you know, what, you said you used to have your own team, right?
I used to have my own team, yes, but we split when my head equipment director committed suicide.
Oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough.
Yeah.
So what are you looking to gain from this team, and how's this team going to inspire you? How's it?
Well, I'm more hoping that, you know, I've always loved doing the paranormal investigations and actually help people understand there is something beyond, you know, our comprehension, and then there's proof of it. And more on the situation, it's more of a spiritual thing for me because it also is my way of helping people understand that, you know, something like this you don't have to be scared of unless it's something like darker than spirits, because there are poltergeists and so on and so forth out there too that I have dealt with.
Absolutely. So Ruby, next question I have, from what I understand from talking to people that do know you, you do have expertise in banishing and helping people kind of rid of evil spirits and kind of cleanse their homes. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, I am technically a Viking shaman, or in their native tongue, a bulba.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we're known as the planewalkers, where we deal with paranormal attachments and stuff like that. So we do banishments or cleansings or, you know, stuff like that, or what some people call it, exorcisms.
Right, yeah. We need people like that, though.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time.
Can you show us what equipment we're working with today on the investigation, if you don't mind?
Well, we're just going to be dealing with some basic equipment. We actually recovered your EVPs from the hilltop investigation, and I have it in the thumb drive.
We thought we lost that, guys. Yeah. We thought we completely...
So I have it in the thumb drive to analyze later. But this one's already clean, ready, and charged. It's just a basic little digital recorder that also works as an MP3 player. And so I'm grateful that you brought this with you, because I was like, I need to get my hands on it because of the situation. And we have just a basic little Polaroid digital camera that me and my wife already had. It has already a 16 gig.
To you guys, sorry, hang on. To you guys that are on here, Ruby's wife is Scarlett Mills. She is a new member of our team. She is a skeptic. Therefore, when she's coming along on this, I mean, she has to kind of see things to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a big opportunity, and this is going to be a real eye-opener. So like I said, I respect everyone's beliefs, but if you want to come along on the investigation just to tag along and see, hey, is this stuff legit? You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves to know what's really out there. There's more to life than the eye can see. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's out there. You just have to kind of reach out and look beyond the surface. I know we live our lives every day. We look and and feel, and it's easy just to kind of close your mind off to spirituality and pretend like it's not real. But guys, we are made of energy, and that energy has to go somewhere. So I just want to go ahead and point that out before we go any further. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back around. And what else did you have to provide with us today, Ruby?
Well, right now I just have a list of all the hot spots of possible investigations and whatnot, and the history of the location we're going
Would you mind if
for.
we kind of looked at this list right here?
Yeah. So we got the Witch's Castle. Sorry about that. It's my dad. Pittock Mansion. We also have the Lone. I cannot pronounce that. Lone Fair, which is another cemetery. Benson Hotel, the Multnomah Falls, the Rosalind Theater, Shanghai Tunnels, the Old Town Pizza. There's just the list goes on. And then I have this list here as well, continuing on. The ones in parentheses are from like the other cities that are not close to Portland. So I'm pretty organized.
Right, it looks like you've been busy.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and come on here, guys, to introduce myself. My name is Paul Bishop. I am a former professional wrestler. I've been in professional wrestling for about 2 years. Most of you guys that have known me know that I have a professional wrestling background and also a mixed martial arts background. I have kind of left the scene of professional fighting and professional wrestling to pursue paranormal investigating because this is one of my life's callings. So this is kind of what I have left professional wrestling to do due to the fact that, I want to prove to people this stuff is here. But also, I want to learn more and more and more. Because when you're doing and you're in this field, you're going to see things you've never seen before. And let's just hope we can get it on camera and you could see it too. To most of you guys that know how I do investigations, this live camera is constantly going when we are in the investigation. I appoint one camera guy to hold the camera. The camera guy basically is the one responsible for getting all the evidence and stuff. Sometimes I may point in certain directions to tell the cameraman, aim this way, aim that way, because I feel that there's footsteps or some kind of presence creeping up on us. Now, whenever we see stuff like that and it actually happens, hopefully you guys can review the footage and actually catch something that we did not. So if you guys are watching us, feel free to tell us in the comments below and let us know about that. We also have a YouTube called Deathbat Paranormal, as it is actually on our Facebook page. And you guys can check us out, like us, and give us a subscribe because, you guys are the reason that we're here and you guys are the reason that we're doing this. And we couldn't have the team without you guys either because you guys are what keeps us motivated to keep doing what we do. Anyway, guys, I want to go ahead and tell you a little bit about the day that, before I go ahead and get started on to our investigation, I want to let you guys know that the other night I actually did a live video on here where I was actually walking towards the witch's house. It was a little dark on the road. I probably got maybe a few miles out before I realized, okay, this is kind of a really far walk and it looks unsafe because it's pitch black out there. So I instantly turned around for the safety of me. I have come back and let my team know about this and the safeties of it. Therefore, so we're going to have to go in as a team and do this, but we're going to kind of push it off to a later date. We figured that maybe we should kind of focus on some things that are a little bit more local for now. And basically, get it knocked out and do some investigations on it. Let me tell you why we are holding off on the witch's house. Because we are waiting for the papers, which our director and editor, Ruby, has had Scarlett Mills, her wife, help her. Kind of help get all the paperwork situated so that way we can get approved to do an investigation on this place without any hindrances of the investigation. Maybe we can get it for one night. That's a big deal for us.
Well, because the Witch's Castle is a historical site, so we have that, and Portland is very, very picky when it comes to investigating historical sites, and we have to be respectful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So to all you guys on here, that is the story behind the witch's house. We are going to still do that investigation, but we are waiting for authorization to do a full, thorough investigation. I want to really do this investigation not only with me, but in our team. But I want to make sure, because I feel like there's a dark cloud that hangs over Oregon. Because this man shot his boyfriend in the face for eloping. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know where the scenario, when you're actually standing where someone was shot to death or breathed their last breath, it is a situation of panic. You will feel so many mixed emotions, especially whenever you know the body was laying right here. So we will be doing some of that. But today we were going to focus on, we're going to be doing the Powell Grove Cemetery. And you guys said this is Portland, Oregon?
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit, Ruby, about this place that we're going to be investigating today?
Well, it was established by a man named David Powell in the 1848. Death dates are on the tombstones are as early as 1837, which believe that those tombstones were moved to the Powell.
Whoa, they
cemetery.
moved the graves?
Yeah, the ones that were like from 1837. They believe that those were the graves that were moved to the David Powell Cemetery because of the fact that this sometimes happens when a city expands, where they have to move older cemeteries to the newer city locations out of the respect to make sure that they're all like together in one spot.
Absolutely.
Portland alone has several cemeteries that are like during the 1800s.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys have been living around the Portland area and stuff for almost half your life, or if not your whole life, right?
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about the eerie history of Portland, Oregon?
There's a lot, actually. There's a lot of eerie history when it comes to Portland, Oregon, where we used to have tunnels that run underneath the city.
Shanghai tunnels, yes.
Which are called Shanghai tunnels, which the Ghost Adventures did actually do an episode of going in there.
Zach Bagans.
He did a good job, I will admit. And he did find some interesting things, which wants me to go back down there and see what has been missed. But doing the research, they did use those tunnels not just to transport things from ships to the city to not block off traffic situation, but it was also used for Prohibition.
Prohibition era, wow.
Yeah, it was used during the
So do you
Prohibition
think
era.
possibly Al Capone or some big American gangsters could have had ties to that?
No, Prohibition actually spread out throughout the whole United States. So
Wow.
each section of the city, some people have actually found ways of using to move alcohol without being detected by the police. And the Shanghai tunnels was used that for, as well as for human trafficking.
Wow. So to you Portland Oregoners, you guys are mainly known for the rough and rowdy travels of the pilgrims back in the day of the Oregon Trail and all the brutal things that happened to the people to get here. Do you guys, have you guys ever had any experiences or any kind of encounters with the Oregon Trail whatsoever since you have lived in Portland, Oregon? Because that is a really, really big name when you're mentioning the Oregon Trail. So many people, when you were traveling on wagons, had to just throw their dead loved ones off the wagon so they would lose, they couldn't carry on a corpse with them. So, they had to keep moving. They knew that in order to get to Oregon, they had to do that. So the Oregon Trail was a really, really big deal. Does this affect you guys in any kind of way today whatsoever?
It's definitely something that, and as I mentioned, I've had a few experiences in the past, and where I'm from is just outside of Portland, Oregon City, Oregon, and that is a hotbed for anything paranormal because of the history surrounding it. As the first city established west of the not Mississippi, the first city established west of the Rockies. So
there's also Ghost Town. Portland also has a road that goes through ghost towns.
Wow.
In Oregon.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's still a working road, but you've got to make sure you have plenty of gas to go through because it is a long road.
Wow. Definitely sounds like it.
Yeah, and there's actually a couple of ghost towns that are considered haunted.
So is it safe amongst all of you to agree that these settlers and these pilgrims that came all that way were definitely some brave souls to be able to make that kind of travel to get here?
Oh, definitely. They travel from states like Missouri.
They were fighting for their freedom and
they
the
had
things.
to be. A lot of them are actually broke off from the Mormon ones, the Mormon pioneers that came to Utah to continue on to Oregon. Actually, I have actually contacted one of my friends in Utah that was my original researcher, and he said that some of the pioneers that went through the Oregon Trail with the Mormons continued on to Oregon after the Mormons settled in Utah.
Now one more question. Whenever Portland, Oregon was first established, did we have any kind of witchcraft hysteria, such as people getting killed, stoned, Puritan rule that basically said you had to be one way, kind of like playing a Christianity dictatorship role?
No. From what I'm familiar with about the area, when Portland, it was more so economic driver, because where Portland is, we sit at the corner of like 2 or 3 different rivers. So whenever goods had to be transported, they usually transport it up the Pacific coast, and usually route through Colombia, and then they had to go down the Willamette. So I'd say probably more so it's probably economic growth that was a lot of Portland's history, but there's definitely a lot of history behind that as well.
Yeah, there was also a lot of Native American struggle history between the pioneers of Oregon and the Native Americans here, because they brought, some Native Americans in America don't really agree with newcomers and stuff like that. So I heard there was quite a little bit of a fight here to have the land with the Native Americans that lived here.
So what you're telling me is this right here is extremely sacred Native American land.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it is. Because wherever you go in the Pacific Northwest, you're bound to find something related to the natives here. Because we have numerous tribes such as the Siletz, the Clackamas, and a few other tribes that have lived here for so long. And like I said, you're bound to find some Native American, something of Native American significance.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You'll even though you don't barely see very much of them, there are a few Native Americans that live in the city outside of their tribal home.
Right. So, to all my viewers and everybody that's watching, I want to go ahead and express some of my concerns. Oh, hey! I want to go ahead while I'm live and here with the team. We do have one more member that I want to introduce you to. This member is a skeptic. This member is also the wife of our editor and our director, Ruby Schultz Mills. Yeah, she'll be with us in one moment.
She has to go to the bathroom, the poor thing.
I want to actually talk about something that kind of, if I die and you put me in a grave slot somewhere and you up and dig my body up in my grave, how can I, in my free mind, know that I'm at rest? Isn't that kind of disturbing in a way? You dug up, accidentally drops your body, and your remains, your body's not rested like you wanted it to be. That is calling for an unrested soul. Same with dead. I know that for me personally, that would be a reason to come back and haunt. There's also a lot of graves that I have heard from the 1800s. With that being said, that's even more of a reason for them to come up and approach us. We may gather some things tonight that nobody has gathered before, because the fact is, we have paranormal beacons with us. We have people that are in the field here with us in this very team that has a heart and that are willing to communicate, so that way we can find where the dead's place is in that middle ground. So that's what we're going to basically be doing today. We're going to be hosting a night investigation. It's going to probably be about an hour or so. We're going to kind of keep it pretty short, simple, and sweet. Hold the night investigation and basically go ahead and knock it out and get it over with, so that way we get it taken care of. So that's going to be a big thing.
Sorry.
So if you guys are pretty much still with me here in my broadcasting, I want to introduce you to one member of our team. She is a skeptic. This is Scarlett Eve Mills. She will be joining us on some of the investigations. Like I said, not everybody will always be on the investigations, because some of us have work and we'll have lives and stuff going on here. But at least one of these members that you're going to be seeing with us will be here. Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to our skeptic and one of our new incoming investigators, Scarlett Eve Mills. Please introduce yourself and say hello.
Hi everybody, as Paul has already said, my name is Scarlett Eve Mills, and I guess I'm just along for the ride and helping these guys to debunk anything that can possibly be man-made and try to weed out the things that are supernatural. And from my point of view, I'm going to be the secretary, and as well as the group skeptic. So I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys out there, all of you guys tuning in, and hope you guys catch most of our videos.
Everybody, Scarlett Eve Mills. So we're getting ready right now, guys, to go and do the investigation. Our team is currently getting prepped and ready to go. Like I said, we will be hosting a night session on this investigation. We have a little bit of daylight left to go ahead and go and get some intro in. And with that being said, once it gets completely dark, which is roughly going to be what time, guys?
About 7 o'clock.
About 7 o'clock-ish. And we have about maybe an hour, maybe 20 minutes or so to get that done. That's when we're going to basically go out there with our lights and stuff like that and do some investigating, guys. Anyway, stay tuned. Remember, keep your eyes open and keep an open mind, and always question the paranormal. This is Deathbat, Paranormal, coming to you guys live, and we are out.